It's ancient Greece, and you're born sometime around 500 BC, give or take, in a city-state called Sparta. And Sparta, if you don't know, is basically ancient Greece's way of saying, what if we made the entire culture about being extremely scary and good at killing things? So you fit right in. You're a Spartan soldier, and you're good at it. Really good. Born to a Spartan mother and a father you've never met, which, honestly, is kind of a theme with great warriors, apparently. You grow up training, fighting, bleeding, and doing all the things Sparta asks of you. And Sparta asks a lot. You get older, stronger, meaner, and you eventually become a captain in the Spartan army. You have a wife named Lysandra and a daughter named Calliope. And for a guy whose whole personality is violence, you are surprisingly soft about these two people. You love them. You actually love them. And that's going to be a problem. Here's the thing about being a great Spartan captain. It means eventually you run into opponents you can't beat. And one day, that opponent is a massive barbarian horde that has you completely surrounded. Your men are dying. Your back is against the wall. You're about to be erased from the earth, along with everyone under your command. And in a moment of absolute desperation, you do what desperate people do. You look up at the sky and you make a deal. You call out to Ares, the god of war. You say, "Save me and my army, and I will serve you forever." Now, this is the part where a reasonable person might think, what are the terms of this agreement exactly? But you are a Spartan captain seconds from death, so reasonable is not really on the menu. Ares shows up. He gives you power. You slaughter the barbarian horde. You win. Hooray! Ares is happy with his new attack dog, and he sends you on a series of missions across Greece. And you complete all of them because you are extremely good at your job. You burn villages. You kill people. You do the things a god of war's servant does, and you try not to think about it too hard. One night, Ares sends you to raid a village dedicated to Athena, and you do it. You're in a blood rage now, the way Ares likes you, and you slaughter everyone inside, including a woman and a small girl curled up in the corner. It is only when the rage clears and you look down that you realize those two people are your wife and your daughter. Ares thought it would be funny. Ares thought removing your attachments would make you a better weapon. Cool guy. The oracle of that village curses you. She bonds the ashes of your family to your skin, and now you are literally gray. You are the ghost of Sparta now. A man made of grief and ash, walking around ancient Greece, and everyone can see it. You serve the gods for 10 years, hoping one of them will lift the curse and make you feel something other than this. You do their errands. You kill their monsters. You are the most miserable employee in the history of divine labor. 10 years of this, and Athena comes to you and says, "Hey, if you kill Ares, we'll forgive your sins and lift the curse." You say yes so fast, it's kind of embarrassing. You track down Ares, and you kill him with a giant magical weapon called the Blade of Olympus. And it is extremely satisfying, except the gods immediately go back on their deal. Athena says, "Sorry, we can't actually remove the memories, just the curse." Which, if you read the fine print, technically is what she offered, but still, rude. You are free of service, but you still feel terrible. So you walk to a cliff and jump off. Athena saves you because she still has uses for you. She makes you the new god of war. Nice promotion, considering. You move into Ares' old house on Olympus, and you sit on a throne made of skulls, and you are the least happy person who has ever been given a promotion in history. You reign as god of war for a while, and eventually you get pulled back into drama because Persephone has a whole plan to destroy the world, and you have to stop her, which you do. And along the way, you find out you had a daughter named Calliope who is in the underworld, and you get to see her for a second, and then she's gone again, and you have to carry that too. Just keep putting things in the backpack, Kratos. Meanwhile, Zeus, who is your actual father, by the way, surprise, is getting nervous about you because there's a prophecy that says a marked warrior is going to destroy Olympus, and you are very clearly marked with all that ash. He tricks you into giving up your godly power and then kills you. And then you go to the underworld, and then you escape the underworld because you are you. And now you are furious in a way that makes all previous fury look like mild inconvenience. You come back, and you decide you're going to kill every single god on Olympus. You are not being subtle about this. You knock on the front door of mythology and say, "I am going to kill all of you." And then you do. You kill Poseidon, you kill Hades, you kill Helios, and use his severed head as a flashlight, which is creative. You kill Hermes, you kill Hercules, your own half-brother. You kill Kronos, your own grandfather, who is the size of a mountain. You kill Hephaestus, you kill Hera, you kill Zeus. And every time you kill one of them, a fundamental force of nature collapses. Because it turns out, the gods were basically holding reality together, and nobody mentioned that to you. The oceans go crazy. The sun stops working. The dead won't stay dead. The world is basically falling apart. And that is technically your fault. You stab yourself with the blade of Olympus to release the power of hope back into the world, which is actually very noble considering everything. And then Athena shows up, expecting to take that power for herself, and is furious to find out you gave it away for free, and you just lie there on the ground, bleeding out, having destroyed the entirety of Greek mythology in one lifetime. Hooray! Except you don't die, because you are constitutionally unable to die. It's a whole thing. You drag yourself away and somehow end up in ancient Norway, which is a long walk, and you have clearly decided you are done with all of this. You have a new name, Farboti. You grow a beard. You settle in the Norse woods. You meet a woman named Faye, who is somehow a match for you, which is remarkable because you are a one-man extinction event for pantheons. She is also secretly a giant, but you don't find that out until later. You have a son named Atreus, and you name him after the only Spartan soldier you ever knew who smiled. You try to be a good father. You try very hard, and you are not great at it because your parenting reference point is Sparta and also grief, but you try. Faye dies, and her last wish is for you and Atreus to take her ashes to the highest peak in the 9 realms. So you and your son go on a trip together, and it is the most violent camping trip in history. You fight trolls, you fight gods, you fight the literal embodiment of winter. You fight Balder, who is Odin's son, over and over again because he can't feel anything and just wants someone to hurt him. You eventually snap his neck, which again is technically mercy, but it does make his mother Freya very upset. Along the way, you find out Atreus is also a god, half Greek god, half giant, and his giant name is Loki. Yes, that Loki. You find out Faye knew about the prophecy of Ragnarok, the Norse apocalypse, and basically engineered this entire road trip because she knew it needed to happen. You find out Odin has been manipulating everything and everyone for centuries. You find out being a good father is harder than killing gods, and also that you have to keep doing both simultaneously. More things happen. More gods die, including ones you actually liked this time, which is new for you. You lose people. You gain people. Atreus leaves to go find other giants, and you let him go because you've learned something in your 900 years of existing about holding on too tight. You stand in the snow in Norway, and you are still gray, and you still carry the ash and the memories, but something has shifted. There's something that might be peace in there somewhere, underneath everything. You fought the Greek pantheon. You fought the Norse pantheon. You killed dozens of gods, monsters, titans, and creatures that don't have names. You raised a son who is going to reshape the world. You loved people and lost them and kept going anyway. You are Kratos, ghost of Sparta, god of war, father, and you are possibly the most dangerous thing that has ever existed in any mythology anywhere. And the closest you ever came to happiness was a quiet cabin in the Norwegian woods with a woman who was secretly a giant and a boy who wanted to pet every wolf he saw. Some men find peace in the blade. Some find it in prayer. You found it in parenthood.